Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be the English trainer for this hour. The topic we are going to do is on travel and holidays, which I thought was a very good topic for this time period because we are between Christmas and New Year's, and a lot of people are on vacation and holidays and stuff like that from school. Hello, Aratheli. Welcome. And hello, Jong.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Oh, it looks like you figured out how to have your picture. So excellent. So hi, Gemma. No,
Hello.
this is a real treat. This is a real treat. There are two Koreans in this class.
Oh,
That has never happened in my 4 months here in Verbling. Excellent. Gemma, this is Jong. Jong, this is Gemma.
Hello.
So,
hello.
Nice to
so
meet you.
what time is it right
Hey.
now in that part of Asia?
5 p.m. now.
5 p.m. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. All right. Hello, Nadia. How are you? Okay, it looks like she's getting her microphone ready. Aratheli, are you still in? Where are you located right now?
Hello, I'm in Valencia
Are you
with my
still?
family for
Yeah.
this week. I'm staying here. Yes.
Okay. And is your husband also on vacation, or did he have to go back home to work?
No, we are all on vacation for this
Okay.
week. So
Oh, that's
I'm
nice.
with my yes, and we are with my parents and with my family sister, with my nephew. So a lot of people in the house
Oh,
right
wow.
now.
So it feels like holiday for several days and stuff like that. I
Yes,
remember that as a child. I absolutely loved it. So,
yes, the,
yeah.
the children are enjoying a lot because there are four of them and they are playing and fighting all day. So
Uh-huh.
it's fun for them.
And they're using their new toys and things like that from Christmas and
Yes, of course.
yeah. My sister was describing to me the difference between her three kids. The youngest twin brought his toys back and they're all over the house and he doesn't know where they are, doesn't have a clue. His twin brother had put it in a bag or in a box, and he's keeping all his new toys in that box, and he is not having it, he's putting it back. So you have the two boys in same age, completely different. It's really funny. So um,
Yes, we have a 2-year-old baby, so he's trying to get all the toys, and my son is hiding them in order him not to take his cars and his new stuff.
and
But
yours
the little baby is
in
all the time looking for them.
excuse me, sorry about this. My is your son also a um, he's 4, right?
Yes, yes, you're right.
Okay, all right. And hello, Nadia.
Hello.
Hi, how's life in New Zealand right now? Is it
Good.
warm?
Yeah, good. Today was a sunny day.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, now it's evening. I have
Uh-huh. What,
9
what
p.m.
time? What time is it again?
9 p.m.
9. Okay, it's 9
Yeah,
o'clock.
9
Okay.
o'clock.
Okay. And it's 5 o'clock in South Korea. It's
Yes.
9 a.m. in Spain and Hungary. And what time is it in Syria, Mulham?
It's 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay.
Yeah.
And it is 1 a.m. here in Idaho. So so this is my last class of the day. So
Uh,
um, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. I thought that this would be a fun topic to do during this time because some people are on school holiday and on vacation period between Christmas and New Year's, or just for the New Year, depending on your country and your culture. And so the topic here is travel and holidays. The learning goal for this class is to learn and practice new vocabulary. So I don't think there is not an article in this, so we will not be reading an article. So we'll be going through and just practicing all kinds of vocabulary, and then we'll have a talking point. And if we get through this material, then we'll go through and do more of a free conversation, I guess what I call a guided free discussion. So, okay, so instead of work in pairs, it says work together. Which of the items below would you take with you on a camping, beach, or sightseeing holiday? Okay, before we do this, I just want to know know your opinions on camping, beach, or sightseeing holiday. So, Araceli, which is your favorite type of holiday between the three? Camping, beach, or sightseeing, and why?
It depends because sometimes I like, for myself, I prefer a sightseeing holiday. But sometimes when I travel with my children, I prefer beach or camping because it's easier to stay in one place with the children. They don't enjoy too much moving to different cities, and so they prefer the beach or something like that.
Okay, so for you, it depends on your travel companions. Okay, all right. How about you, Jung? Which kind of holiday do you prefer? Camping, beach, or sightseeing?
For me, I like to go sightseeing because I can eat. I would like to eat a lot of food, so yeah, that is why.
Okay, to experience the food. Is that what I? Okay. And Gemma, how about you?
I prefer to go to the beach because like I think for me the travel need to give me some relaxed time. So if I go to the beach, I can relax and like recover my energy. So I prefer to go to beach.
Okay, so basically, when you say recover your energies, what we say in English, we would say recharge. You can say recharge my batteries.
Oh, interesting. Thank you.
So
recharge my battery.
Yeah. So I can go there and I can rest and relax and just recharge my batteries.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Nadia, how about you? Camping, beach, or sightseeing holiday? Which do you prefer?
I prefer beach.
Beach, why?
Beach. So because I was live near sea in my childhood in Ukraine. I lived near sea, and here in New Zealand I live near ocean. Yeah, and my favorite place is beach.
Okay. Okay.
I very love sea, ocean, very love water. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right. Molham, how about you?
I think I prefer sightseeing because I'll be introduced to like, new stuff and new places to visit, and I might meet new people from other cultures. I might learn some cultural difference between the historical period, a past historical period, and a current period when I visit like a new site, a new historic site. So definitely sightseeing.
Cool. All right. And Cornell, how about you? Which do you prefer, camping, beach, or sightseeing?
I prefer sightseeing trip rather than a beach holiday and camping holiday because I like visiting new places like historical places, castle and something like that. So my choice is sightseeing trip.
Okay. All right. And And my choice, thinking about this, most of the times I have traveled, they've all been sightseeing holidays, and I have been dreaming of going on an all-inclusive Caribbean holiday, maybe to the Bahamas or somewhere out in the Caribbean, where I'm just at a beach and at a resort hotel, and they feed me food, and I just want to experience it one time, and then I can tell you guys which one I prefer. So,
What's the meaning of all-inclusive?
All-inclusive. This is something I learned about 5 years ago from my students in Finland. An all-inclusive holiday. Let's write it down. It means all-inclusive. It means that you can go to the restaurants in the hotel, and it includes food. So you pay a fee or whatever. You pay for your ticket and all that stuff with the travel agents, and you don't have to worry about anything.
Both food and drink.
Food and drink is included.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool. So.
Yeah, it is, but usually it's totally different from what it's advertised on the brochure. So you'll like have in the advertisement it will be a nice beach and a good meal, good drinks, and plenty of them. And then most of the times the service varies according to the hotel and stuff.
Yeah, it's probably. Like for an all-inclusive, the price that they advertise is not the price they charge. So, yeah. Have you gone on one, Moham?
No, not honestly, but I have heard a BBC talk. They were discussing this exact idea about traveling when you are going to travel on like all-inclusive visit or yeah, like that. So they were talking about this specific stuff that usually the service quality vary, and I have heard some of, because my friend works in such business, I have heard a bit about it from him too.
Okay. Yeah. And RFL just wrote, "It's not so bad. You should try it." So I will. I'm going to one of these days. Yeah, I'm going to try it, but I will be very careful about where I go. And I actually might call. I have a friend in Finland who is a travel agent, and I will send her a Facebook message and say, "Have you heard of this group?" Or because she goes on these trips. The travel agents have to try out what they suggest. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and put these different vocabulary words in the category. Yes.
Holly, just a quick question regarding Mulham question and statement. Do you know tripadvisor.com?
No, I know TripAdvisor. I have no idea. What is it called again?
TripAdvisor.com. It is a web page to find.
It's the same. Yeah, TripAdvisor. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, I know it. It's a great website. It provides the cheapest flight and the cheapest hotel reservation, right? It's a cost-efficient way to reserve.
And there are many opinion and everything for each hotel and beach and for everywhere.
Does TripAdvisor give you can you buy hotel packages and trips from that? I thought it was just a place to get reviews.
TripAdvisor.com is collecting the information about hotels, reservation, and everything.
Okay, so that's for reviews.
Yeah, there are many opinions from guests.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's go on to this. All right. So let's work in. Well, we have to work together because it's hard to work in pairs in this respect. So which of the items below would you take with you on a camping, beach, or sightseeing holiday? So Araceli, could you choose one of these words and tell me what category it should go in?
A snorkel in a beach holiday.
Okay, a snorkel, okay, would be a beach holiday. Perfect. Okay, and Gemma.
Yes.
Can you choose one of these words?
I will bring a beach towel. Good for beach holidays.
Okay, a beach towel. Perfect. Okay, and Cornell, what will you use?
A guidebook.
Okay.
Belongs to a sightseeing trip.
A guidebook, okay. I find the guidebooks more useful after I've actually been on the trip. So I read it and go, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. So, Molham.
A backpack. It will go with a camping holiday.
Okay. A camping holiday. And also, doesn't it go on the other holidays as well? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I think that they meant it for a camping holiday, but personally, I would take a backpack on the other ones too. So, Nadia, how about you?
Sun cream is for beach holiday.
Okay, sun cream. Okay, in American English, we would actually call this, instead of sun cream, we call this sunblock or suntan lotion, depending on the sunblock would be for someone with very, very white skin that does not want to turn red, and suntan lotion is for people who want help turning their skin brown. Okay, and Jong, can you choose a word?
I will bring a plug adapter.
A plug adapter?
Yes.
Okay.
The other flip-flops. Anyway, yes, for the electronics.
Okay, and which trip? Camping holiday, beach holiday, or sightseeing trip?
Oh, sightseeing trip.
Okay, yeah, because I think the camping would be a little bit more difficult for that. So.
Actually, I wanna choose the guidebook for looking at the best restaurant, but somebody already chose it, so yeah, I passed it.
Yeah, okay, excellent. All right, Araceli, can you choose another one?
A torch for a camping holiday.
Okay, a torch. Okay, just to humor me, since I'm American, does anybody know what a torch is in American English?
I think something like lighter.
A lamp.
Okay, it's called a flashlight. So it's very close. A lighter is what you use with cigarettes in English, but a flashlight. Okay. In American English. Okay, so a torch. Gemma, can you choose one?
I will bring a sleeping bag for a camping holiday.
Okay, excellent. A sleeping bag. Okay, and Cornell.
Flip-flops belongs to beach holiday.
Okay. Do you guys know what? No, never mind. Never mind. Okay, flip-flops are beach holiday, and I put that on camping. Sorry about that. I think it can work with a camping holiday. It can also work with a sightseeing holiday, depending on the person. I know some people wear flip-flops all summer long, at least in my country. Mulham, can you choose a word?
I'll go for a penknife for camping holiday.
Yes, perfect. A penknife is a camping holiday. Okay, and next person, Nadia.
Yeah, maybe a kite. It's for beach holiday.
Beach holiday. Does everybody agree? A kite would
yes,
go.
I agree.
Okay. I've never used a kite on a beach before, so I wasn't sure. So, okay, and then we already got the sun cream, and a first aid kit. Where would we put that one? Jong?
For a camping holiday.
Okay, a camping holiday. But don't you agree it would also be very helpful on a beach holiday as well?
Yes, right.
So I think a lot of these are really interchangeably changeable, depending. And also, I don't know in your countries, but in my country, in Oregon, many of our camping is right next to the beach. So a camping holiday and a beach holiday could actually be combined. Is that the same in Spain?
Yes, I think usually the campings are next to the beach, although there are a few of them in the mountains too.
Uh-huh. How about in Korea? Are a lot of
I don't think so. Maybe they camping on the mountain or not beach, I think.
Not at the beach, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And how about in the Ukraine? Do you guys do camping on the beach?
Excuse me?
Do you guys camp on the beach?
No, maybe no.
No, okay.
No, yeah.
Okay. And then in Hungary, you guys are landlocked, right?
No, there is a lake. Name is Lake Balaton. It is the largest lake in Central Europe.
Uh-huh. Do people camp on that lake and on the lake?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, yeah. So there's a combination of the camping holiday and the beach holiday. How about in Syria? Is there camping on near water as well?
No, usually we don't, and rather than camping, we go and rent a house on some it's not deserted. It's like some areas in a higher altitude, and we stay there. It has clear air and it's I can't say anything.
Okay, but
my hand is blank totally.
Yeah, so in Syria,
because the last time I went to such a journey was like I think 4 years ago, so or 3 years ago. So it's my mind is blank right.
Okay. So from what I am able to understand, in Syria it isn't like tent camping. You guys actually go and you stay in a cabin, and
we rent a house like
a house.
And it has rooms and a full house, but usually in like
in the countryside.
Not countryside. It's like a deserted. It has only a few people living there, but it's not a countryside. It's a place in a higher altitude.
Okay, in the mountains.
Like in mountains, yeah.
Okay, got it. Understand. I totally understand. Yeah, and we actually would call that a weekend cabin, even though it's a proper house. So if it's only used for holidays, a lot of times we'll call that a house or a weekend cabin or a cottage at British English they call it a cottage, even though it is a proper house. So, all right, synonyms for trip or journey. Let's match the words on the left with the definitions on the right. So we have a voyage, a trek, a cruise, a tour, an expedition, and an outing. Joan, can you read the very first line here and see if you can match that to one of these words?
Okay. A journey on a ship for pleasure. It could be a cruise.
Perfect. That is a cruise. Thank you. Okay, and Mulham, could you read the next one?
A journey or a trip for pleasure in which you visit different places. I think it's a voyage or no expedition. An expedition.
Okay.
Right, or is it a tour?
I'm checking the answer on that one.
I am lost.
Yeah. So a journey which you visit different places.
I think it's a tour because it's not long.
Mm-hmm. It's a tour.
While expedition is the same, but it's usually longer, maybe, right?
Yeah, and expedition is kind of you have a particular purpose that you're doing. You have, for example, an expedition. You might go to Kenya to look at elephants and giraffes and things like that. So that's more what an expedition is. It isn't necessarily that you're touring around. You have a specific thing that you're doing. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Next one. Cornell, could you read the next one?
A long journey, especially by ship, cruise.
Okay.
Or not.
Okay. We've got a cruise, and we also have
voyage.
A voyage.
Voyage.
A voyage would be more of a voyage is a voyage could be a cruise. You take a voyage on a cruise ship, for example, but it's usually a longer. A voyage is a longer trip than a cruise is. Okay. Number 4, Araceli, or the next one.
A long walk in the mountains or countryside. An outing? No, a trek.
A trek, yes. It is a trek. And in American English, we would also call this a hike. So, okay, and the next one, Gemma, could you read that one?
Okay, a trip or visit for pleasure or education, which usually lasts less than a day, I think is an outing.
An outing, yes. And then in American English, you might have heard, possibly have heard this on TV or whatever, a field trip. That's the same as an outing. Okay, Nadia, can you read the last one?
An organized journey by a group of people for a particular purpose. It's an expedition.
Yeah, so this one, and the difference really between a tour and an expedition is a tour is what you're doing is you're going around and you're visiting different places, you're going to museums, where an expedition it's still you're traveling with a group of people, but you have a specific thing that you're going to do. Usually the expeditions are like in Africa or South America, and you're going out into the countryside and things like that. So all right, what we're going to do is put these words in here, and then I'm going to ask you guys some questions, and we will practice using the words. Number 1, Araceli, could you read that one and put that in the correct one? Put the correct word in there.
We are going on an expedition to Mount Everest next year.
Okay. Number 2, Gemma, could you do that one?
Oh, sorry, what is Travis?
Travis is a name.
Travis was exhausted after the I think after the expedition in the forest.
Okay. How about after the trek in the forest?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Number 3, Nadia, could you do that one?
James and Maria spent their honeymoon on an Caribbean, maybe cruise.
Cruise, yes. And in this word, Nadia, we actually do not pronounce the I, so it's cruise.
Holly, number 3 could be voyage because voyage is longer than cruise, and honeymoon is very long.
Yeah.
It takes at least 1 week. In my point of view.
Okay.
Cruise takes 1 or 2 hours, in my opinion.
However, a voyage is usually longer than a week or longer than 2 weeks. It's usually a very, very long time. My aunt and uncle just booked a Caribbean cruise for 2 weeks, a 2-week cruise. So you can actually go on very long cruises, actually. But voyages are much longer. So, yeah, I think most people, like, my first cruise will probably be 2 or 3 days. So, okay. Number 4, Cornell, could you do that one?
Diane's children are going on a school and outing to the British Museum.
Yes, on a school outing. Perfect. Okay. And number 5, Mulham, could you do that one?
Columbus' most famous I think tour. No, not tour. Voyage took place in 1498 when he discovered Americas.
Yeah, so it's 1492.
Is it Americas, like that, the pronunciation, yeah. Americas?
When he discovered the Americas, yeah. So in this one, though, right here, is because you have this little mark right here, you actually kind of stress the S, you say Columbus's.
Columbus's.
Yeah. And so that's how you do it. But he discovered the Americas, yes. All right, number 6, Joan, could you read that one?
Maria took us on a guided tour of Rome.
A guided tour of Rome. Okay, excellent. All right, so Gemma, could you tell us about the last time you went on a trek in a mountain in Korea? That's one I have fond memories of that.
Trek?
Yeah.
I can't remember the last trek because
really
long time ago I did. Actually, I really like trek the mountain, but
trekking in the mountains.
Yeah, trekking in the mountain, but my boyfriend from Brazil, and he really don't like go to mountains. So since I met him, I didn't do trek, but I have another experience, like not trek, like just how should I not tour. How can I say it's not I think it's not tour. I stayed for a long time for travel. What should I say?
See, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. So since I met him, I haven't gone gone trekking in the mountains. Because he doesn't like it. Instead, we tour. Maybe we tour around, or do you travel? Or
just travel to Japan and Thailand.
Okay, we travel to other countries and
Yes.
go on sightseeing tours.
Yes.
Sightseeing trips. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's one thing, you guys. For those of you who have not been to Korea, they have these. They're not. They call them mountains, but they're for those of you who are from the Rocky Mountains or the Andes Mountains or the mountains. They're not very high mountains. I'm from the Rockies, but they're mountains where you can climb to the peak in a day, you know, or even a couple hours, and it's really cool. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
neat.
okay.
So, all right, Cornell, tell us about the last time that you went on a cruise.
It was 2010 in Barcelona. It took 1.5 hours around Barcelona with my wife. It was very delighted, and everything was done. It was my first and the last cruise in my life.
Okay. So you'll have others in your future, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, Malholm, tell us about the last guided tour of a city that you've been to.
Well, the last guided tours was also an outing. I think with my school with my schoolmates. Was the last one was was long ago. It was 8 years ago, maybe, or it might be more or less, give or take. It's something like 8 years ago. It was to to a castle which is called it's a mountain, and it contains a castle there, a famous one. It's called Saman's Mountain, and there's a castle there that has the same name. So we went there, and we have seen the remnants of the castle. It's almost fully destroyed by the past time wars, the wars that happened over the past centuries. Yeah, and it was fun. It was great. We had a walk around, a hike in the city after seeing the whole castle. Yeah, and then we came back home. It was great.
Excellent. Excellent. And that was about 8 years ago, and that's in Syria, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And Nadia,
there's many historic relics here in Syria, so
because Syria was kind of the center of a lot of historical things. It really, if you look at the history of what we know as history, Syria was right there, right in the center of it all. So So yeah, I had a wonderful privilege when I was in Finland of tutoring a lady who had just moved to Finland from Syria. So I learned a little bit about Syria, and it was really nice working with her. So we're still Facebook friends. So, all right, Nadia, could you tell us? Have you ever taken a long voyage? And if you have not, would you like to?
No, I have not had any voyage in my life.
So you would say, I have not gone on any voyage in my life. Would you like to?
So maybe not, because I don't like to have a travel by ship. Travel by ship, because the sea is not constant. The weather can different in the sea. Yeah, and I think not good.
Okay.
Not a good idea for me. Yeah, maybe for other people it's good.
So the sea is not. We can say the sea is not predictable. You know,
Yeah.
you don't know what's going to happen with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Jong, have you ever been on an expedition somewhere? And if you haven't, would you like to?
Oh, expedition. No, but I'd like to do. Yeah, but if I can do, I wanna go on expedition to space.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yes.
Have you looked at what Virgin, Richard Branson and Virgin Airways is trying to do, like trying to make a flight to space?
Oh, but I don't know where about it, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it will happen in my lifetime, but if I had the opportunity, I would go to the moon, you know, or something like that. It would be great.
Actually, there's to the moon, right? You said.
Yeah. Isn't there groups trying to set up expeditions to the moon right now?
There's a game that's called To the Moon. It's about something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have just reminded of it. It's a great one. It has a great story, and you should try it.
Is it a movie, or what is it?
No, it's a video game, but it's more like a storytelling portrayed in a video game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's great. It's called To the Moon. It's only 100, about 100 megabyte.
Is it a phone? Is it a phone app or?
No, it's for Windows. Yeah, but it's mainly the main focus about the story. It has a great story.
What's it called?
Story and To the Moon.
To the Moon. Okay. Have you heard of that, Jong?
No. Yeah, but actually I was very impressed the movie The Gravity the last year. So yeah, I think it'll be very fun. Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen that movie. Is it good for people who like science fiction?
Yes, right. That's true.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big movie goer, so. All right, travel collocations. Let's complete the collocations. It says use the dictionary where necessary. You can do that, but you can also try to use me and practice understanding me. So, okay, we have a matching, I believe, pitch. Yeah, so we match this, and then we'll match that. That doesn't make sense, but anyway, we'll try it. We'll try it. So we'll match the first one and then the second one. Okay, got it. All right, understand. Okay, so we've got pitch, get, exchange, pick up, get, cut short, and suffer from. And then we have a few phrases: a holiday, a suntan, a tent, jet lag, money, and ripped off. Does everybody know those words separately? Any words here that you do not know?
What does ripped off stand for?
Okay, if you get ripped off, it means that you are cheated. So someone has cheated you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's usually used with money, like you have paid too much for something.
Yes, usually like a taxi, for example, is a good example of that will rip you off. So,
And what does it mean, cut short?
What was the word?
The 6, cut short.
Cut short. If you cut short something, you have maybe you have planned a trip for 5 days, but then you get a phone call from either your boss or your family member, and you have to go back home after 2 days. So you have cut short the trip.
I see.
Okay, so good questions. Any other words here? Okay, let's go ahead and start this. Gemma, can you start, and can you choose one of these words and see if you can match this match these together?
Wait. Change pick up to I pitch. Pitch is to draw something, right?
In some respects, yeah. When you talk about baseball, you pitch something, but when you're talking about camping, if you pitch, you're setting something up.
So can I say pitch a tent?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I pitch a tent to put a tent.
So I pitch a tent. Yes.
Put up a tent or
no. It's just pitch a tent. This should be further away. So pitch. If I was able to, I'd draw a line. So, okay. So pitch a tent. Okay. And Cornell, could you do the next one?
Exchange money.
Exchange money. Perfect. Oops. There's not enough room for this. That's why it confused me in the beginning. Exchange money. All right. And Mulham.
I get a suntan. Get a suntan.
Get a suntan. Yes. I'm going to change it this way.
Is it get or get? The pronunciation get a suntan.
Get a suntan. So now, when we speak it fast, in fast speech, it might sound like a D. Get a suntan. But slower, you would say get a suntan. So. As native speakers, we don't even know we are doing this fast speech. So. Nadia, can you choose one?
Cut short a holiday.
Cut short a holiday. Perfect. It was hard for me not to say a holiday when I was explaining that to you. Cut short a holiday. Perfect. Okay. And Joan, can you choose one?
Suffer from jet lag.
Yes, you suffer from. Okay, and then Gemma, can you choose one? This is kind of hard. We've got.
My bad.
Okay, suffer from. We've already done this one. Cut short. Get. Exchange. We've done.
So one more get, right?
We've got ripped off and a few phrases.
Get. Pick up. Okay. I forget what was little.
Ripped off. It's cheated.
Cheating. It's cheating. See. Cheating. Get ripped off.
Yes, you get ripped off. Perfect. Okay, and so the last one is pick up a few phrases. For people who are really good, what I call language heads, people who are really good at languages, you go travel somewhere and you pick up a few phrases. That is not me. I can't do it, but a lot of people can. So, all right. So let's see if we can match these phrases. Pick up a few phrases, cut short a holiday, get a suntan, pitch a tent, suffer from jet lag, exchange money, or get ripped off. Can we match that to the definitions here? So, Joan, can you read this first one and see if you can match that to one of these phrases?
Yes, to learn some phrases while on a holiday. Yes, pick up a few phrases.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, we don't. I guess we don't have to. So pick up a few
Oh,
phrases
yes.
is to learn some phrases while on holiday. Cut short a holiday is to end a holiday earlier than planned.
All
Get a
right.
suntan to become darker because of the sun. Pitch a tent to put up or fix a tent. Suffer from jet lag is to feel tired after a long journey by plane. I thought we had to match it again, so sorry about this. Exchange money is to change money from one currency into another, and to get ripped off is to pay too much for something. And so tell me, Joan, when was the last? Tell us as a class the last time you got ripped off.
Ripped off. I don't remember well, but maybe when I went to the United States for a trip, maybe I've got ripped off for the renting a car. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And that I can believe. So, Gemma, how about you? When you travel, are you able to pick up a few phrases when you're in another country?
Yeah, sure, but I think yeah, when I went to Thailand, I picked up a few phrases from them, but I forgot everything.
You forgot it by the time you were home,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Nadia, have you ever had to cut short a holiday? If so, can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, now I have a cut short holiday because all people in my company have a holiday for 3 weeks, but I have 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that you had to cut your holiday short because of duties at work?
Yeah, my holiday cut short. Cuts short, yeah, because so I have a lot of work.
Okay. Right. Cornell, when you travel to other countries, do you exchange the money before you go at the bank or at once you arrive?
When we went to Bulgaria, we exchanged money in Hungary, from Hungarian forints to euro, and euro was exchanged in Bulgaria to Bulgarian leva. Leva is a Bulgarian currency. Yeah, because it was worth exchanging better than we exchanged Hungarian forints to Bulgarian leva in Bulgaria. So first of all, we exchanged from Hungarian forints to euros, and after that, euros were exchanged to Bulgarian leva.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is Hungary in the EU yet?
Yes.
Okay, because I was thinking that you were. Have you also been able to join the EEC for the Euro?
I don't know the punctual date. There was many deadline, but Hungarian economic situation is not too good. So we are waiting for join the eurozone.
Okay, that's right. The Eurozone is the other word it's used. Okay, all right. Malhoun, tell us, have you ever suffered from jet lag? And if so, have you figured out some good tricks to get it over fast?
No, since I have never traveled like between time zones, so I have never suffered from a jet lag. But I think I haven't experienced it, so I can't like talk about it. But I still think that it's it's like an exaggerated problem. I mean, is it that hard?
Well, think of it. Have you ever stayed up all night because you're studying for an exam?
Yeah.
And then
always.
Okay, then did you have to stay up the whole day?
Yeah, it happens.
Okay. And then when you finally get to sleep, do you wake up at the right time or do you wake up at weird times?
Yeah, I usually wake up in a different time. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what jet lag is. So like it's like you don't sleep for a 24-hour period, and then when you finally get to sleep, you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't go back to sleep, or you wake up, like I used to wake up at 4 and 5 in the morning when I would come to the States, and when I would go back to Finland, I would always schedule classes really early in the morning when I normally don't because I'm not a morning person, because I would always wake up. And once my jet lag was over, then I have no, and it usually, usually it takes, they say it takes 1 day an hour, but you can usually have it done in about 3 days. So I don't know. Has anybody else experienced it? Okay, so I'm the only one who's had major jet lag. No, Nadia, you have, haven't you?
Jet lag? Oh yeah, to United States. Oh, it's so terrible. From Korea to United States, it took 14 hours. So yeah.
How long did it take you to get over it?
Maybe 1 week. Yeah, or 3 or 4 days. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I usually the first and the second day I'm totally fine. The third, towards the end of my second day or the third day, my family realized that I would just fall over, and all of a sudden I would be asleep. So and I would just fall asleep wherever I'm at, and I would sleep for 12 hours, and then I'd be fine. So. But in some respects it's exaggerated, Malhoun, but in other respects Mulham, but other respects it is not. But all right, I want to thank you all for your time and attention. I hope you learned some new phrases that you will be able to use in while you're speaking to other people, and I hope to see you all in another class at another time. It is now 2 a.m. here in Idaho, and so I am going to bed. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Holly.
Good night.
So have a great day, y'all.
You
Bye.
too, have a nice dream, honey. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a nice day, teacher.
Thank you very much.
It's
Bye.
great.